Oh, hey guys.
Hey.
It's Mike. Can you see me?
We see a really nice looking picture of you.
Oh, cute.
But not,
Okay, I'm here.
All right, so are we recording now?
yeah, just started recording.
Okay, cool.
So, any volunteers to type today?
I can do it.
I have. Oh, okay.
If you want to do it, Joel, you go ahead. But
Okay.
Nothing was going to stop anyone from doing that.
yeah,
Okay. So, the task today was to find an example in a real life news article that illustrated, that demonstrated the differences between punitive damages and liquidated damages. And so punitive damages are damages that the court orders you to pay for torts. Liquidated damages are damages you're required to pay because of breach of contract. And so the challenge is to find a story with both of those. Brendan and I were talking about how we could only find one or the other. Did anyone find a story with both?
Yeah, I had a hard time doing that. My example was kind of lame too.
We were supposed to find an example between punitive and what was the other one?
liquidative, is that what it is?
Liquidated.
Yeah.
Liquidative, something like that.
Okay, liquidated was a whole 24 hours ago. Which one was that one mean again?
So if I understand right, and you guys can help me with this, so liquidated is just like you cover like the cost of the problem, and punitive is like they cover more than that. You're like punished for it almost.
Okay,
Does that
yeah.
make sense? Like that's
Yeah,
probably
it's like the predetermined, like, hey, we'll pay you if you breach a contract type stuff, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a hard time finding one.
That's liquidated, right?
That's my understanding of liquidated, right? Yeah, like a breach in contract, there's like certain things you have to do. And punitive, I feel like there's like lawsuits or someone like they have to pay extra charges because of something they did. Kind of like they're
Punitive,
punished
from
for
what I
it.
understand, was like something like they were going to seek like criminal charges as well.
Yeah, that's kind of like with it.
It's like OJ. Like OJ lost the civil trial, but he won the criminal trial, so he still had to pay punitive damages. And then, like you're saying, Brandon, the liquidated damages are if there's a breach of contract, you have to like make it as if the contract went through, right? You have to pay money, and then the other person has to like try and make it like the contract went through too.
Because basically, I just understood it was just like you have to make up for like the problem, the breach in the contract. Like it's just a fixing it, like making up for it. Whereas the punitive is like more than that. Like could be criminal charges and stuff.
Okay.
That was my understanding, but I could be wrong.
No, that sounds exactly like mine. What was your story?
So mine was it was an article that talked about how in New York there's this company called Taconic Plastic, and they're being
I did that same one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So they're being sued because this group is claiming that they knowingly dumped a toxic chemical in the water that's been known to cause like cancer and other illnesses. And so the lawsuit is seeking for the company to like pay to fix the problem, like to fix the water and have a better filtration system, and to also like take care of any health problems that arise for it. But in addition to that, they have like punitive damages because of just blatantly polluting the water. It seems like they did it knowingly.
Sweet. So that's just punitive damages, right? Or is there liquidated?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's not like a contract. Like, so they have to cover like the damages of what they did, which I kind of like be like the liquidated. And then in addition to that, there's the punitive damages, like because they blatantly just dumped the stuff in the water.
I do believe the only way that it would actually be liquidated or whatnot too as well is if they had to sign like a city contract or regulation or whatever it was with the city saying that they would make sure that they weren't harming the ecosystem or anything like that.
That would make
Yeah,
sense.
I agree. I think there has to be a contract there.
All right.
But I
They
mean,
didn't go into detail saying there was that, but I'm sure there was something to that sort because there's always government regulations when it comes to environmental
Yeah, that makes
waste
sense.
and things of that sort. Because it said in the article too that they were being prosecuted by private residents as well as state regulators. So I'm sure. I think this example it would actually work.
yeah, I think it'd work great because it's at least one.
Okay, what else did anyone else have?
Mine was kind of similar to that, just not really on a business scale. It was about a guy that had been a security guard for a museum in Cincinnati or something.
Oh, I saw that one.
He'd been a security guard for since 1987, and they fired him. And he says they fired him because of his age and race, and so he's seeking both liquidated and punitive damages because
Wow.
I don't know. They just said that he was seeking those because it was he said they fired him because of his age and because he was black. Well, they said they basically I forgot this part. They accused him of a statue in the museum, an ancient Egyptian statue, and he says there's proof that I didn't do it, but they just kind of wanted to force him out, so they kind of blame that on him. So I don't know if that counts as both or not.
Did it say both? Kind of sounds like both.
Yeah, because he was suing for, obviously lost compensation because he can't work anymore, but also punitive damages. Because on the premise of race and old age.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that one will work, but
I think
it was
it's
on the
pretty,
Wall Street Journal, so
yeah.
That's super cool. Yeah, mine. I think we should do that one. Mine was Costco was selling rip-off Tiffany's rings and saying they were Tiffany rings, and then
Costco was?
Costco was, yeah.
Oh man.
I hope you didn't buy any Tiffany rings from Costco in the last little bit.
That's funny though.
And Tiffany's is suing them for $8.25 million in punitive damages, just because of they're saying they lost sales because people were going and buying them from Costco because they were cheaper. But it's just punitive; it has nothing to do with liquidated at all. So, but I think Kohl's is super good because it has both in there. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
I think it has both of the things in it.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
Do you want to just
Let
put
me-
your example in the chat and then I can just type it?
Yeah.
While you two are typing, does anybody understand the whole exam appeal thing?
What up?
There's there's all this stuff about exam appeals. I don't know what it's about. Can't figure out how to do it.
I guess it's if there's a question on the exam that you got wrong, but you feel like it wasn't wrong, you can make a case about it or something. And to earn back points. But I don't know how you can like get the question back, you know?
Right, to like see what you missed.
Yeah, because I was gonna try to do that, but
Oh, that's cool though. I haven't been able to figure out how to do it. It would be nice.
Sorry, I spaced out there. I was trying to figure out how to get my Bluetooth headphones, but they didn't working.
You have an iPhone 7?
Me, no. Forget that sucker. I'm gonna pay $700 for a phone that's waterproof. Buy like a cheap, crappy phone, and then get a waterproof case for like $10. Okay. So, wait, which example are we gonna go ahead and go with then?
It's
I'm
like
just
coal.
typing it right now because I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
sell it. I mean, save it. I forgot to save it, so.
Coal's doing the heavy lifting for us today.
Sorry, guys.
Enjoy. Oh, take your time.
Hey, Cole.
Yeah.
Do you want to come study in the Ice Center with me?
Is that where you're at?
Yeah. I figured it'd be easy since we had devotional today. We just walk right across the hallway.
Paul, do you ever go inside the auditorium?
Not to study, because there's no really place to put my computer except for that ledge, and I don't want my laptop to fall off. And like with the way that my life goes, I'm pretty sure it would fall.
I used to love studying there.
I like the Ice Center. It's nice. It smells like the temple.
Yeah, it's always like so cold.
Yeah.
Summer.
They actually keep the air conditioning on here.
Yeah.
The library, I feel like they turned the heat up there like 1,000 degrees,
Yeah, no kidding. And the Wi-Fi
like-
sucks.
which is always the perfect temperature to fall asleep.
Sorry, my computer, the internet here is so slow. Everything is just being slow.
We're good.
Okay, I'm just gonna, this is fine. Okay. Just paste that in there. That should be fine.
I have a thought for a quiz question.
All right.
What if we said, what types of damages can this man sue for? Or what types of damages is he justified in suing for? And then our answers could be punitive, liquidated, both punitive and liquidated, or neither.
I like it.
I love how simple that is. Like the fact that we're like already done.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I was like racking my brain this morning. I was jogging on the track. I'm like, what could we use for an example? And mine just kept getting more and more complicated. So I like that one a lot better.
Cole, would you be mad if I stole your article for my individual assessment?
Not at all.
Okay. My cost.
Go ahead. Oh, you on the third floor?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
I'm sure I'm annoying lots of people right now, too, because I can't get my headphones to work.
Okay, explanation of our example.
Um,
I guess first off, suing him for they're kind of framing him or getting him in trouble for something that he didn't do. So that'd kind of be more like a personal issue, probably including the liquidated damages. But at the same time, because they're basically firing because of like race and how old he is, he could seek punitive action because it'd be against the, I don't know what it's actually called, but there's some kind of law or amendment or something or another.
yeah, there is
Just
something
being, like,
about old age.
prejudice.
Prejudice. Yeah.
Age
They basically
discrimination.
want to drive him out because he's been there too long. Because Nicole, like right after he was fired, they hired a younger guy to do the job. So it's kind of like they forced him out. They just were looking for something to blame and not blame. And they talked about too, like they didn't even have really proof to do that. Like they had him on camera and stuff, and he didn't do anything. So
They had him what?
camera, but they didn't catch him do.
That's kind of dumb.
I know. I can understand why he's upset. I'd be upset too.
Yeah.
Okay, what was your quiz question?
It was what types of damages is the man justified in suing for? I'm just typing it up right now. I'm gonna send it to you in a second, Joy.
Okay.
The options I have are just punitive, liquidated, both, or neither. And I'm just saying for the explanation of the correct answer, this is correct. He can claim punitive damages because of the age and race discrimination and all the trouble it's caused him. And he can claim liquidated damages because he had an employment contract with them that was breached. Does that sound okay?
That sounds great.
I just sent that to you, John.
Okay. Thank you.
You don't have to visit. Guys, we had to read 3 chapters this week.
Yeah, what the heck?
Crazy.
Those chapters are long too, and freaking boring.
I was hoping that since there was 3, they'd be like 2 pages each.
I kind of wish they would just, I mean, I feel like a lot of that stuff they put in that book, they could kind of turn it into a pamphlet. They just bullet point the different topics instead of give us
Right?
these frilly little stories and explanations and garbage.
It's like drinking from a fire hose, man. It's like way too much.
Yeah, just give me a little sip.
Yeah.
I don't need to go to law school right now.
Yeah. I'm not that thirsty for laughter.
I'm pretty much thinking I'm just gonna stick to the study guide and like just find like answer all the questions on there. And
Yeah, thank goodness for Google. That's how I get most of my information.
Right?
you know,
She even said in one of her things, like, Google it.
I do that all the time.
She's like, don't be afraid to like Google stuff.
Google it. Don't read the book.
Like, okay, what is
I do that in all my
nonsense?
classes. YouTube can teach us so much better sometimes.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
YouTube. I'm like, oh, that makes sense because they like put it into context.
Yeah, and you can like scan and find a video length that fits your current attention span.
Yeah, exactly.
Do I have 2 minutes in here right now, or do I have 10 in here right now?
Exactly. Yeah. That's funny.
Hope that all made sense, Joy. I didn't really format it right.
No, you're good. Okay, we need. Oh, never mind. Okay. What should we do for the feedback for the third wrong answer?
The wrong answer was neither. You should not sue at all.
He should retire.
And if you guys think, like, if you have a better wrong answer than that, then please.
There was a teacher like that at my high school. Yeah. They had there were several complaints of like different students being like what would be called sexually harassed at my high school, and it was in a very racist county. Like he was like the only black teacher in Forsyth County out of 5 different high schools, and he had all these sexual harassment things, and they couldn't fire him because he said that if they did, that he would try to sue him for prejudice. Well,
Were there a lot of
the allegations true?
I think they were.
Really?
Um,
Kind of a dirtbag?
I heard stories from a lot of my friends. They said it was just ridiculous what was going on.
Oh,
There was like
gosh.
my friend said that one day they were in class and this girl showed up wearing just like booty shorts and not a very, very covered up shirt, right?
Mhm.
And he said that she wasn't paying attention, so he made her come up to the front of the class and do jumping jacks in front of his desk.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, what the heck?
Wow. That is a little weird.
I think that was one of the more low-key things that he got in trouble for.
In my school, we had the principal do multiple things like that, and then eventually he got in trouble when they found out that he had multiple wives, and he got fired.
What?
That's how my school went down.
Are you from Utah?
From a really small town, Idaho.
Gotcha.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Holy crap.
That polygamy life, though. It's a rough life. That's not something that I would ever want.
No, that'd be way rough.
A lot of money, I feel like, too.
Oh gosh.
I've only met one polygamist. It was tracting door to door in Virginia.
What?
Yeah, it was like the door right next to one of our investigators. So we'd like, always see him go in and out, and we attracted into them initially. And like, we met the guy first, and then we met a girl. She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm his wife." And then later we met another girl, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm his wife." And so eventually we asked them, we're like, "Which one of you is his wife?" And they're like, "Oh, we both are."
Oh, gosh.
What?
When you said that, I thought you meant that he was going tracting. I'm like, what's his pitch? Hey, you want more than one wife?
No.
I had a coach back when I was in high school. One of my football coaches walked up to me. He's like, "Paul, you're Mormon, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like a real Mormon? I'm like, "Uh-huh." He's like, "How many wives you gonna have?" I'm like, "Oh, shut up, coach. We don't do the whole polygamy thing." He's like, "What? My pastor said you did. You guys don't do that?" No, we don't do that. And then he like kind of like scrunches his face up like, I don't want any Mormon then. He's a
Oh
freaking
gosh.
Everything looked good. Should we go back over everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it looks good.
Sweet.
All right, team, it looks good.
Awesome. I will get it submitted.
Okay. Thanks for doing that, Joy.
No problem.
Thanks, Joy.
Thanks,
Post this
Joy.
video.
No problem, guys.
Team, it's been a pleasure. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Thanks,
All
y'all.
right. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.